Hello everyone. We're here. Made it. I There was a lot of little things I had to move around and fix, so should be good to go though. I believe so. We'll see how it goes. My web camera got like an update or something, so I have no idea how it's gonna affect it. Enough babbling. Let me get my links all set. VP Jamin. Almost there, sorry. Nearly good to go. I admit I got a little sidetracked. Okay. The mayor just got robbed. We gotta solve this problem. It's a problem. They stole the queen's birthday present. We can't stand for that. Time to investigate everything. What's this? This pot's been tipped over, but there's nothing inside. Looks like it only tipped over after being hit by something with force. Okay. Books. It's just like the mayor to have a ton of difficult books like this. Looks like he's got some valuable antique books here as well. The criminals either had no idea about the value of the books, or didn't care. This is just a clutter box, right? It's empty as well. The box block, it looks like it was burned off. The criminals may have used an orbital gun? Okay. Oh. Same thing as the other bookshelf. This place is all torn apart. Lita would probably faint if she saw this. Looks like all the books on the shelf have been scattered about the room. It seems kind of senseless to have done all this. There are several documents inside the drawer. They don't appear to have been disturbed. They seem to be documents regarding Villain's city's government. The fact that these are as they are suggests that there was no political aim involved. Look, there's some marks on this railing. You're right, and they're fresh too. It looks like something metal dug into the wood. Okay. The gift that we delivered to the mayor for the queen is... Those crooks are not gonna get away with this. It doesn't look like they jimmied the door either. They must have decrypted the combination and opened it, or could they really have cracked the combination? It's not impossible, but I imagine that it'd be difficult for anyone besides a skilled pro. My best guess is that they figured out the combination using a much simpler means. What do you mean by simpler means? Well, let's see. They could have, for example, dusted the buttons with a special powder. A powder like that would have absorptive properties. And due to its finesse, it would be invisible to the naked eye. However, if a blue light were placed over it, it would glow. Alright, and... Now let's imagine for a minute that the mayor entered the combination with the powder present. The powder on the buttons would stick to his fingers and come off. This would be one way to know which buttons were pressed. No, wait a minute, would they still not know the order in which the buttons were pressed? That's not exactly the case. As the powder collected on the fingers increased, the amount taken from the buttons would decrease. In other words, the crooks could press the buttons in order, starting from the least luminescent. It might be a little more difficult if there were duplicate numbers, but the crooks should be able to make a pretty good guess as to what they are. That makes sense. Joshua, are you a genius or something? That's just basic knowledge. Okay. Anyway, let's check on the buttons. Oh. Just as I thought, powder was used. There's no doubt in my mind that this safe was opened using the same method I just explained. Alright, now the big question is, who dusted the buttons with that powder? I mean, no, it would have to at least be someone who visited the residence. Right, now figuring out who that is, that's going to be the tricky part. Oh, I already read about the pot. Okay. I had such a scare. I was cleaning up the attic when suddenly a bunch of masked men came barging in. Masked men, huh? Means this wasn't a one-man job. How many people were in the group? I'd probably guess about 3 or 4. Well, that reminds me, one of them was short. It might have even been a girl. Oh, okay. Is that all you have to say? When I think about the fact that I'm going to have to clean up that study, my head starts to spin. When I get my hands on those criminals, I'm going to give them a beating that, like, they'll never forget. Fair enough. Hello. Are you alright, ma'am? Yes, I'm fine. The intruders weren't violent towards us. Is there anything you noticed in particular about the intruders? They were wearing masks, so I wouldn't be able to tell you about any specific features. That reminds me, I'm certain the front door was locked. I locked the door just to be safe since my husband had gone to the chapel, and there were just the 2 of us here. I wonder how in the world they got in. Well, there were scuff marks on the balcony, ma'am. Looks like the intruders took off with a bunch of preserved food. I wonder if they were hungry. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Hungry intruders, you say? Oh shit. Oh, what's this? Surveyor's leaf. Don't you think it's a bit strange for a leaf to be in a place like this? On top of that, it's not a type that grows around here. You're sharp as stuff. This is the place where the residents were locked up. It was probably dropped by one of the criminals as they were locking everybody up. So it's a key piece of material evidence, right? Hell yeah. A leaf. said that the door was locked at the time of the burglary, right? It doesn't look like the lock's been broken either, which means they got in another way. Did I not go out and okay. I can't. Well, I checked the I wanted to look outside the balcony, but it feels this Joshua. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to double check something. I had the mayor run me through all the details. How about you two? Did you find anything? I got lots of new evidence. Alright, then let's check the details one by one and see what you've come up with. First off, what were the criminals after? Something in the safe. How many of them were there? 3 or 4. Where did they get into the house from? The terrace on the 2nd floor. Point blank, what is the portrait of those thought to have committed the crime? The portrait? Traveler. The leaf didn't come from anywhere. Wow, you did a good job investigating. It looks like we'll be able to specify who the criminals are with this information. Mayor Kraus, over the past 2 or 3 days, have you had any new faces in your study? When you put it that way, I guess there's been a number of people. That reporter from the magazine company was one. Oh, so those two came to visit you too, huh? But at the time of the crime, they were with us at the Asmenis Tower. I think we could cross them off the list of suspects. I see. So, Mayor Kraus, were there any others? Other than that, there was only Josette. But let's not kid ourselves here. I think it'd be a bit of a stretch for her to be our thief. After all, she's a student at the Royal Academy. Criminals aren't always dressed, so they can be easily spotted. As for a school uniform, if someone put their mind to it, they could create a replica. But I'm telling you, she was a really nice girl. She was modest and courteous. Right, Joshua? I'm sorry to say this, but I completely disagree. Huh? During that time, when the mayor put the septum into the safe, the girl's eyes lit up like a hunter's eyeing her prey. Of course, since I had no conclusive evidence, I couldn't call her out on it. But at least to me, she didn't look like any ordinary student. You must be joking. Unbelievable. At any rate, it looks like we're going to have to ask this girl a few questions. You wouldn't happen to know where she is, would you? If I remember right, she should be staying at the hotel, but she said something about taking off from Rowan sometime today. Well, looks like we're going to have to hurry then. Estelle, Joshua, let's try the hotel first. Right. Understood. Oh shit. Shara! Charizard has joined the party. I can't believe something like this happened while I was away. I have also personally asked that the guild conduct the investigation. I apologize for the short notice, but your assistance in this matter would be highly appreciated. I'm already assisting, sir. To the hotel, which is literally, like, right here. Oh, hello. What happened at Mayor Klaus's place? You know. Don't worry about it. Hello, sir. Estelle, Joshua, and even Charizard. Is something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Of course I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. Dude's like, what the fuck are you talking about? A landing port, which, map memorization is up here. Hey, buddy. Please excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Alan! It's us, if you haven't noticed. Oh, it's you guys. Ooh, and Charizard too. Thank you, Adios, for this feast of the ice. So, what's up? You didn't by chance happen to see a girl in a school uniform around here, did you? A girl in a school uniform. School uniform from where? From the Genus Royal Academy. Oh, baby! Those uniforms are so hot. No! Alan, please! Control yourself. The contrast to those neatly pleated white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh, Okay, you can shut up now. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forget what the boys' uniform looked like, though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here. So you didn't see a girl in a Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Roland along the roads without using an airliner. This complicates things. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere. Oh, wait, that reminds me. What does Estelle? Wins dinner! Good, good. I'm glad that's an option. The leaf. I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of a clue? Alright, we did find that. Sure, do you know of any places nearby where Surveillance trees grow? Surveillance trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Misfold, south of Roland. Misfold? That's the forest in the opposite direction from home as Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That sounds it. Let's head up the highway through Roland's south gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. Thanks, sir. I remember Misfold, and I got so lost. Oh, wait up! You're running like a crazed lunatic! Who can just walk at a time like this? Sir. Maybe I should think about cutting back on those blasted cigarettes. You have one in your mouth right now. What are you two up to? You kids again, huh? Actually, we've got to get to Bose ASAP. The airliner's not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't wear yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, and the mother of all scoops, too. No time to talk. We've got to make it there today. Oh, shit. I wonder if Niall's going to be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Oh. Bye. Well, aren't they a lively pair of friends of yours? Those were the reporters from one of the jobs Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. Can I follow them? Wait, I wanna go. Actually, wait, can I? I wonder if they have interactions up here. They gone. Wow, I mean, they were in a hurry, but they really wasted no time on that one. Okay. Sky bandits. Wait, what? Recently in the Bose region next door, there have been a number of burglaries occurring one after another. Seems to be the work of the Sky Bandits. What? We're presently on heightened alert. It said there are a bunch of bandits in the Bose region. Let's just hope we only have to deal with training. Yeah, I've kicked their asses. Well, actually, their guns hurt a lot, I'll be honest. It's painful guns. I have good stuff in here. You have 2 open. Joshua has 30. And Charizard has 4, so that's no new quartz though. Okay. I know, I'm pretty sure Joshua has one, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh my. Alright, fair enough. I think I'm good. Okay. Off we go. I gotta go rest at the house though. Need to heal up. Charizard, you're coming with. Let's all take a nap together in the house. Nap time. Just, you know, we all share beds, fine. Estelle's bed at that. This is interesting. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. Okay, to Miss Vald, let's only hope that I don't get lost again. Terror birds. Next area. Alright, Miss Vald. Be nice. So this is Miss Vald, huh? We were here earlier, Estelle. We got very lost. You don't remember that? Can't tell us anything, Shara. Someone came through here alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. I'd wager we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitives is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. Okay. There's no map here. Thus the reason I got lost. Ah! No, I hate these things. Shit. I was trying to avoid you for a reason. But I have a third team member. Holy shit. What can you do? Oh, an AoE? I like that. Ooh, holy crap. Alright, Shara's OP. Shara can do a lot of damage. What freaking level is she?
Seems you came up short.
She's level 12, no wonder. What one goes where? I don't remember. This one. Ah! I'm so bad at that. Because I speedwalk. It's my speedwalking. It has a fault. It has an issue with speedwalking. Can't even speak anymore. The speedwalking kills me. Because I never know where to find the creepers. Okay. Let's get rid of these things. Oh. Oh, Sherry, you're a bit close to that one. Still, get up. Oh god, I feel like those ranges. Okay, time for healing. Yeah, it's kind of nice. Alright, Mr. Impediment. Whip him into shape, Sheriff.
Seems you came up short.
Not another one. What's this way? This is the big tree. Not where I need to be. Fair enough. Ah! Nothing up there. Oh, come on. I'm off my game, guys. Off my game. Come on. Stop it. Yep, piece of cake. Oh, Joshua leveled up. Oh, I didn't even see that dude. Let's see how this works. Go, Sheriff. Okay, she just whips him off. Fair enough. You freaking impede. Take your impede skills. Here we go. There's the log. Middle path. Just connects to the other one. What's this way? What the frick? Where am I? Oh! Apparently the right way. That was too easy! And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of an aristocratic family. Oh. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I could deceive almost anyone. That gullible mayor and dim-witted bracer girl. Idiots, the whole lot of them. Oh no. Estelle. What was that? Calm down. Let's see what else they have to say. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. I love that face. It's a good face. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. Mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put on a monkey show to get this thing. My apologies. Forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being bracers was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She's honestly believed that we could be friends. What a frickin' moron. I had to try so hard just to keep from laughing. What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute junk whip bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're going to beat you up now. What? Bracers? How'd they find? You did a fine job stealing that septium from the mayor's residence, but it looks like you were a little careless in the end. In accordance with the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism, and burglary. It would be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. This doesn't look good. What are we going to do now, Josette? How about you quit in your boots, for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Kapua family. Who are you calling us kids? You brat? I've had it up to here, and I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, that's my line. Whoa! Shit! Alright, boys, get him! Okay. 400 plates each. Woo! Well, it didn't petrify me, so, you suck. Take that. Oh, they're just barely part of the part. Okay, get rid of this guy. There we go. More arts. Do the same. Yep, she's healing. Wait, a critical. Take this, Josette. Smack him up. Let's try breath again. It just hurts, honestly. That's what it does. Sure is Oh! God! Joshua, you've been shot! Are you okay, buddy? How you doing, Joshua? Just blatantly gunshot. Alright, let's take care of Josette now. Oh god, she killed 200? Alright, he's gonna get beaten up for that. Let's see. We're gonna whip him in the shit. Quite literally. Well, I can't really use that. Unfortunately. Oh, did I? I meant to heal Joshua. Oh god, why'd she take... What the heck? She took 0 damage from Joshua. What's wrong with you, Joshua? Why can't you hurt her? I mean, the weapons. It's probably I need to upgrade weapons. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, Shara, steal that critical. I don't even know what yours is.
Someone's been naughty.
Shara, please! Don't do that again! Oh shit! How did you live? How much health do you have left, Josette? I'm just gonna kill you, but like, my god. She lived with like 2 health with that.
Alright, we're good to go.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm a little afraid of Shara now. How in the world? I know, Joshua survived a gunshot from you. You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking bracers lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Hey, that septium belongs to me! No, not to you. To the people of Berlin, that's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Kapua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So you want to be a tough egg to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. Yeah, I can tell. Ah! What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Yeah, she just whipped you into shit. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shara's enjoying this. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, look out, Shara! Oh, Jesus. An orbital gun! Are you alright, Shara? I'm fine. Forget about me, look at that! Shit. An airship! Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they? I mean, oh! This is popped his little head up. Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in the Bose region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have time to explain. Hurry and hop on, or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day, and don't think you've won either. Payback's gonna be a beast. There she goes. Like a badass. Sure wasn't expecting anything like that would come out of the woodwork. Looks like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium crystal back. Switching gears, that group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. That's what they were talking about. Yes, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made the Bose region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't have expected a group like that to travel all the way to a rural place like Roland. I wouldn't care less if they were sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to thwack bam kapow her. What's thwack bam kapow supposed to mean? Thus, the Septium crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the others returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who'd have thought the sky bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. It's not your fault, Shara. I let my emotions get the best of me, and I was careless as well. Though you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the mayor's residence was flawless, too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. This is for you both, and take this as well. This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers, in other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation from the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I had heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we'd need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the jobs performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Bose, Rouen, Zeiss, and finally Gransel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy. It was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I figured you'd say as much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Oh, that's the telephone, right? Hello, this is the Bracer Guild's Roland branch in the Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. Looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I'll pass on the news to his family. But what happened to Cassius? They'll be fine. They're bracers too. And yes, if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Bose branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner Lind has disappeared over the Bose region. What? How is that possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father, Cassius, was aboard the airliner, which went missing. What? Impossible! There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild, Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. Oh, that's a lot of information for, airplane ticket. Oh, shit. Oh, we just finished the prologue. I thought that was chapter 1. I thought the prologue was before he left. Well, onwards! All of Ruined is the prologue, is it? Wow. Oh my goodness. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roast basil chicken and onion soup gratin. That sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright, well, make sure to come down before your food gets cold. Just reading the cards. The Wheel of Fortune card, again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So what do you think about all of this, Shara? Is it an accident or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-class bracer. When it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it'll be resolved. But the fact is, an airliner, along with your father, has gone missing. In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? I'm so hungry, I thought I was gonna pass out. Oh, this looks so good. Bon appetit! Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Come on, Shara. Don't you just sit there, too. Aw, thanks for the follow, Improv 32. Welcome. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old, too? Sheriff, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle. I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what were you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Oh, right. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorites because it was stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Good. This is what you talk about over dinner, right? Yeah. With Joshua sitting next to you. Underwear. Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. So what you're saying is you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh, that's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happened to him, despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm going to go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Whether it's your positive attitude or thick skin, I can't say, but... Hello, Franny Bonnet. Welcome. You're so rude, Joshua, but are you coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finishes their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot, if they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd just sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Ina and have her pass my jobs at the guild to another member. Shara. We really appreciate this, Shara. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, since Shara's along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. We appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Ina. The disappearance of the land. Let's do this. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Charizard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. Oh. Hello! Thanks for stopping in! This looks sick. Okay, this game series is massive. It takes a lot of determination to keep going, but it's so worth it. I love this game. It plays really nice and the storyline gets crazy. But even just by the end of this first one, you can't stop. Also, welcome. Are you new to the free company, or have you been around for a bit? But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. Really appreciate this, Zener. Make good use of Ridge while we're gone. You should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grancel branch. By the way, Charizard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you're going to do. Sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you two wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shara, if we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up in front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Go on, Joshua. Sure. Locked. Erected in partnership with the Liberal royal family, Septian Church in Rillant City. 1075. 1192. Destroyed during the 100 Days War when Rillant was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Rillant. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of Brillant's people come from this. Estelle? Joshua, what do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shara shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. You're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on, since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. Oh, history time. That music, that means it's learning time. I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here, because this is the place where my mom died. What? Years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Rillant, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try to get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. Oh. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower, and when the bombardment started, I couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free... After the war ended and this place has been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place, though. It's just when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I felt that I can't be strong like her if I'm always trying to rely on her. Still. But today is okay, right? Relying on her just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. Oh. And don't worry, Dad's safe for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you. You could do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too. Joshua, I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side, as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... huh? Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't say things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You're seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you're unbelievable. Don't be so bad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Cher is waiting for us. You're probably right. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a bracer. It's so I could become strong and protect others just like you. So please watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aw, dude, you had such a cute scene going on up there. Why, my cheeks even feel a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You're spying on us? Give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an Orville camera to get a shot of that view. Come on. What are you trying to say, Shara? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shara? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in a traveling circus. Shara was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to Rollet with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. Because of that chance encounter, when I became a bracer, I trained under your father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head out for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to the Vert Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of the Bose region. The Vert Bridge is located at the west end of the Miltrain Road. It looks like we're all set, so let's go. Hang on. I have to make sure I don't miss anything, Estelle. See? See, Estelle? Letter carrier. Wait, what did I need to do for that? Rollet Chapel. Okay. Plus, I need supplies. The second news issue. Alright, it's reading time. You like reading the news. You learn a lot. Oh. Gone without a trace, where could it be? Yesterday afternoon, the airliner Lind vanished over East Bose airspace while en route to Roland. An exhaustive overnight search conducted by the Royal Army yielded no clues to its whereabouts, leaving all parties baffled. In response to this incident, the Army has declared all airliner flights cancelled until further notice. Fate of Lind passengers unknown. The Liberal Orville Ship Corporation reports that 17 were aboard the Lind at the time of its departure, including both passengers and crew. Family members of these missing persons are understandably concerned, but remain hopeful. Probability of accident is low, says expert. Central Factory Chief Murdoch proclaims, our Opal engines are sturdy and reliable. The chance of an engine failure is virtually nil. I do not believe an accident has occurred. Rumors and theories. Was it a conspiracy perpetrated by the Royal Army and the covert mercenary force comprised of Jaegers? Perhaps it was a plot to kidnap the passengers and hold them for ransom. Some have even suggested that Lind came under attack by the last living ancient dragon. What? Okay, who wrote this article? That you can't just casually bring up an ancient dragon. What the fuck? No matter what anyone may have heard, it's all just speculation. Yeah, I believe that. As no real evidence has yet been found. The Royal Army is investigating a possible connection between this incident and the recent burglaries in Bose, but thus far no information on any such connection has been released. In fact, no information has been released at all due to Army regulations prohibiting the dissemination of intelligence to the general public, a policy that I'm sure we'd all like to see repealed. Society, crystal stolen, and daring robbery. I solved that. I just solved that. A group of unknown individuals recently broke into the Roland Mayor's house to steal a septium crystal that was left in his possession. Local bracers came to the rescue and managed to recover the stolen item, but the culprits are still at large. Thankfully, no harm came to the mayor or his family during this incident. We deeply regret that the criminals escaped, says a Roland Bracer representative, but please know that we are the Bracer Guild, did everything in our power to apprehend them, and will continue the pursuit for however long it may take. Touring ancient sites. The Roland region and the Ismail's Tower. I helped them get that photo! I brought them to the tower so they could get that photo. Look at that photo. She's so good at her job. Good job. She's so good at her job. The Ismail's Tower lies a few hundred cells to the north of Roland City along the Malga Trail. Its turquoise green visage is the only real landmark as far as the eye can see. Counting as one of the 4 tetracyclic towers, its purpose is still shrouded in mystery to this day. This exciting location is as old as the world itself. The modern research utilizing the latest orbital technology is expected to answer a few questions about this eerie structure while posing still others. Good. Very good. Vacation are you? Where are you headed? Well, it's no pleasure trip, but we're headed to Bose for a bit. Bose, did you say? But the airlines have been grounded. Don't tell me you're planning to foot it the whole way. That's right, we are. We've been told that the trip is doable. That's true. It's not so far, but it's not that close either. It must be tough being a bracer. Are you all your preparations in order? Do take care of yourselves. Bye, buddy. Okay, Joshua, you did, like, no damage. Actually, I'll buy it when I get to Bose. It's with baggage. Actually, we're... Cassius says what? And that's why you're headed to Bose? Of all people, I can't imagine that anything has happened to him. Yes, I'm under the same impression. Which is why we're off to Bose to check on things. Just sitting around would hardly make us feel better. Understandable. That's just like you kids, too. Well, the Charizard tagging along. I guess there's nothing to be worried about. Good luck. Be careful out there. We will. Yep. I was gonna buy weapons, but I realized they'll have better weapons in Bose. Herbal factory. Do I need... I don't think I have... No, I'm short on fire crystals, I think. Definitely shorter on fire crystals. Okay. I don't really think there's anything else I need. Is there any new food? Okay. Well, so then we need to go to the chapel. The side quest. Hello, sir. Well, good morning, everyone. Are you going on a journey somewhere? Yeah, we're just over to Bose. Is that so? And in that case, could I ask a favor of you? I had wanted to send Father Holstein a letter, but the airliners are grounded. So how about it? Can I get you to deliver this letter while you're there in Bose? Sure, we'll do it. Shouldn't be a problem since the letter's not that big to begin with. I really appreciate this. Alright then, here you are. So all we need to do is give this letter to Father Holstein in Bose, right? Yes, the chapel is on the east side of Bose City, so it should be fairly easy to locate. Traveling around other regions and broadening your knowledge is food for the mind. I pray that the goddess will guide you on your way, or on your journey. Yes, I'm good at this. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay. Well, off we go then. This way. Actually, wait, there's a frickin' chest up here that kicked my ass the first time. I need to beat it. Not leaving Roland until I beat this. I did it at the very beginning though, so I really didn't have any skills to speak of. It
was pretty terrible. I got obliterated. Hi, Rouge! Welcome! You're late, but you made it? Hey, you made it. That's what counts.
I mean, oh shit. I accidentally hit that. Oopsies. You have full health. That's okay. It's not like I was in dire need of it.
I'm glad you're here, Rouge, is what I was trying to say. The babe has joined the party, Rouge. Shara is part of my party now. That's what you missed. Also, I solved the burglary. It was the blue-haired girl from the school, Josette.
Alright.
She was
We're good to
secretly
go.
a part of the Sky Bandits. And now Estelle's father has gone missing. And so we're going to Bose. Yeah, there she is.
I wasn't expecting to see Shara as soon as I opened my inventory. Okay. This one's better, right? Yeah. For you. Attack and defense will become earth-based? I don't even know what that means. Here you go, Joshua. What is that even? What? Oh. You open the empty chest and stare inside. The chest stares back accusingly. Chest hates me. Father's gone missing, so we're gonna go find him. So we're going to a new city. I guess you missed a lot. Wait, I got surprise attacked by these things? Why did they even attack me? They said like, this is the ultra rare things that you can never freaking hit. Oh, I got one a little bit. Come on, no! One ran away. Don't do it. No! Oh. I was not expecting to find a shiny pop. Speedwalking is bad for me, I've learned. I got surprise attacked all over Mistwald earlier. And then just now, I got surprise attacked by them, so they got the advantage, so I didn't get to hit them enough. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. And this is Charizard, if I remember correctly, right? Good afternoon, sir. We'd like to cross over into the Bose region, so we were wondering about getting a pass. Let me guess, this has something to do with the Lind, doesn't it? Yeah. Cassius was aboard the missing airliner. Goodness, Cassius was aboard. This is major. I'll issue you a pass right away. Sweet. Thank you, sir. But is it alright if you issue us a pass just like this? What are you talking about? I know you kids my face. And as a member of the Royal Army, I should do my best to cooperate with the Bracer Guild. Oh, but one other thing. Huh? Be careful if you have any errands at the Hawken Gate north of here. You might want to hide your identities as bracers there. What do you mean? I'm sorry, but I can't say any more on the matter. But if you do intend to investigate the incident, please do so with discretion. I pray to Adios for Cassius's safe return. Thanks, sir. What the heck were you talking about, though? What? The Hawken Gate? Where is that? You said north of here? Sir, can you open the gate? That's just staring at wood. Hello there, are you headed for Bose? We are, but how did you know we weren't just visiting again? A number of people like yourselves have been passing through lately. Exponentially more than usual. Is it because flights have been suspended in the airspace over Bose? That's exactly what's happened. You wouldn't believe how busy this place is because of it. Well, the Royal Army is responsible for all the restricted flights, so you're really not in a position to complain. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Oh, and another thing. Traffic through this checkpoint is also being regulated. If you want to go through here, you'll have to get a pass from the Chief Warrant Officer next door. Oh, well, we've already got one. Yep, see? Well, aren't you guys prepared? Okay then, how about I open the gate for you? Yep. Uh-huh. A remote control. Oh, shit. High technology. Very good.
I'm glad that worked.
Alright, you're clear to go on through. Once you cross over, you won't be able to come back unless you get a pass from the other side. Please be aware of that before you cross. Got it! Thank you, sir. New land! Hello? They headed to Bose. We are currently in a state of emergency. We are looking for any suspect or suspicious individuals among those headed from Bose to Roland. Very good. The Eisen Road, which runs north off the East Bose Highway, is blockaded right now. For those heading to the north border, you'll have to go to Bose first, and then wait until the road reopens. Oh. Why is the road closed? Hello. What do we have here this time? Racers? Traveling the roads on foot is a bit of a hassle, isn't it? We'll be careful out there. Through here. Secret courtyard. We don't have any secrets, though. Just some benches. Okay. Fair enough. But I can heal. I've received certain information. Very important. I almost missed a book. Almost missed a book of our favorite book, which oh my god. Dear god. If I had missed this, all hell would have broken loose. A train station. So first chapter we talked about how Toby met this lady, and it changed his life. Hello there, Toby. You've come at just the right time. Greeting me with these words, Mitch shuffled slightly in his seat behind the counter. Oh yeah, and he was like doing secret arms deals, I think. Or, movements. Mitch shuffled slightly in his seat behind the counter. The baked confection he had been eating was ever so carefully placed atop his lap to prevent it from falling onto the floor. He smacked both of his powdered sugar-covered hands together with a clap, and a cloud of white particles puffed into the air. The smell of sweet spices and baked apple pervaded the dimly lit shop. We had an item dropped off no more than a few minutes ago, he continued. Turning in his seat, Mitch reached back and snatched up something wrapped in old magazine paper from off the shelf, tossing it to me. Knowing full well I wouldn't get any sort of answer, I asked anyway, what do we have this time? Laying out my railway and airship tickets, Mitch ignored my question and said, make sure this gets to the same place as always. In his slow drawl, he added, it would be in your best interest to keep your involvement to a minimum by leaving the business side of things to me and focusing solely on getting the job done, Toby. He leaned back in his chair and let out a deep sigh, the balls of his fingers kneading the bags under his eyes. Then, once again, his large hand extended down toward the unattended cake, resting on his leg. Before the sweet treat could reach his watering mouth, I had already made my way out the door of his tiny shop. As I walked, the waste paper bundled package bounced around inside the folds of my bag. By the feel of its shape and weight as it beat steadily against my side, I concluded that the object in my possession was probably just more swag. It did make me nervous not to know what it was that I was carrying, for I had done this type of job many times before, and no matter what kind of trouble I found myself wrapped up in, I had always somehow managed to come out unscathed. In truth, my experience on the job had made me tough, and I had become well-versed in the art of orbital magic. So it was that when I laid my eyes on that rough-looking trio at the station, I felt no more knots of uneasiness in the pit of my stomach than was necessary for someone of my abilities. The platform for the train bound for the borough was abustle with passengers awaiting its eventual arrival. Seeing that the benches were so crammed full of people that they could have very well been a tin of packed sardines, I resigned myself to standing near the entrance as I patiently waited for the train to come in. Twisting my body in order to move the bag to my other shoulder, I noticed the figures of two men, heads bent together and conversing in an inaudible tone. They stood just beyond the ticket gate, right about where the horse head of the imperial emblem lay embedded in the ground of a grand mosaic of tiles. After a short interim, another man approached and joined in the conversation. From my own perspective, this was one ragtag group I most certainly couldn't have given a passing grade to based on looks. All three were extremely well built and sported the same haircut. To put it mildly, they stuck out in the crowd like a bunch of sore thumbs. Making sure to avoid eye contact with them as they glanced in my direction, I slung my bag onto my shoulder and ever so calmly reached my hand into my pocket and ran the tips of my fingers across the surface of my orbit. A woman's voice reverberated within the walls of the station, notifying the passengers that the train had arrived. The low rumble of an orbital engine could be felt in the distance, and after a few moments, a large vehicle was seen filling up on the shoulder. I muttered to myself, all is well. But the sound of my voice was drowned out by the din of the massive machine. Brakes screeched, and a flash of black light reflected off the surface of the giant iron beast as it came sliding in across the rails. The immense vibration in the air emanating from the moving locomotive at its epicenter let me know that the orbital engine had been put into full reverse in order to decelerate and bring the train to a grinding halt. While being shoved to and fro by the waves of impatient travelers flooding out of the waiting area, I was swept toward one door of a passenger car. As we passed by the conductor, I caught another glimpse of the ticket gate. The men who were once there were now gone, and the only thing that remained was the profile of the horse made of glossy tiles, glaring back at me in a shade of deep crimson. So that sounds like the Empire. He's going through the burrows. He's not in the burrow right now. Where am I? Wait. Okay. Sorry. Listen, okay, those books are really important. They are very important. I've actually never read them before, so it's new for me too. I only learned of their importance after the fact, and it was kind of sad that I didn't read them before. So, I'm making sure to read them now. You look like a thing I need to exterminate. But might as well. Right? I mean... let's just hope I can. They look a little scary for me, guys. Oh, right. Joshua has, shit with it. Ow. God, they muted him or something. That symbol means... Oh no. Okay, no thanks. Excellent. Weak to wind. I like that. Estelle! Damn it. He really is weak. Okay. This is an issue. Ow. Stop that. Eat. Eat a soda. There you go. Keep healing, Estelle. Another one down. Thank you for missing a lot, sir. I appreciate it. Cheryl! I literally can't. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. I don't think I can. Oh, no, I can't. I have one over. Okay. So, you're gonna keep... you're gonna use this.
We're good to go.
And then Joshua's going to do this thing.
You're gonna eat your drink healer. And then Joshua's going to pick on his Yeah! Puzzle!
Let's move out.
Hell yeah! That's how you do it. I did it. The valley. Okay. I'm gonna avoid going there right now because I don't have any items. And I need to get new weapons. If that fight had anything to show for it, that's what it was. Checking for any chests, sorry. The mushroom snakes. I like the mushroom snakes. Pretty cool. What? What's that? Headed this way. Transport of goods, it would seem. Hello. Grant, you have a portrait. Does that mean you're important? I don't know. Normally, I mean Josette had a portrait before she became a herd. Well, if it isn't Charizard, how have you been? Fine, I haven't seen you in a while either. What are you up to? As you can see, I'm doing an escort job. I'm sure that you've heard all about all the airliners being grounded after the Lind incident, right? Because of that, we have to move all this cargo to the Royal City by ground transport. I see. Well, your efforts are appreciated. So how about yourself? What are you doing with these youngsters? Don't tell me you're looking into the incident. That was the plan. Why? Do you know something we should be aware of? Well, I think it would be best if you spoke with Lugron about it at the Bose branch. Anyway, I've got to get going. Catch you later. Bye, Grant. Why is he making you walk? Can't you hitch a ride on his little car? First Mr. Ashton and now him. Everyone keeps hinting at something, but no one will just come out and say it. I wonder what's up. Well, there must be a good reason for it, and we'll probably find our answers at the Bose branch. Agreed. If we do as he suggests and ask Lugron about it, we may just get a clue as to what's going on. Anyway, let's get moving. Okay. Let's talk about mushroom steak. Oh, it's just fun. It actually is called a mushroom steak. I didn't know that before I called it that. I did not know that's what it was called.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I didn't know that was its actual name. Holy shit. Well, they did a good job designing it because it looks appropriate. It looks like a mushroom snake. No chests. Wow, Bose is far. Whoa. That's a big floating thing. What are you? I don't really want to deal with that. Didn't seem like a monster that I needed to exterminate. It didn't stop me, so I'm not gonna run into him. What's this? Ah yes, Hawken Gate. They told me to stay away from here. Hello? Oh. Hold it right there. The Hawken Gate is currently not permitting civilian passage through the checkpoint. Unauthorized personnel are not allowed to pass this point. Come on, it'll be alright if you just let us through. No, it's not alright. The border garrison is putting all of its efforts into searching for the missing airliner. We will not allow anything or anyone to hinder their search. We have no intention to do anything of the sort. We're bracers, so are you trying to tell us we can't pass either? Bracers? I can see that you're a bracer, but are you trying to tell me that these kids are too? That's right. See the emblems? I see, but I'm sorry to inform you that even bracers are no exception. You heard the man? Now, how about you move on out of here? I bet I could change their tune with a little help from my staff. We get out of stealth that they wouldn't be much use to us unconscious either. Anyway, let's hurry to Bose. Well, you know, I tried to disobey orders, and even then, it wouldn't let me. Bose! finally made it here. This is the commercial city of Bose, which sits at the heart of the Bose region. Wow, this definitely looks like a city. Of the 5 major cities in the borough, this one comes next after the royal city. Compared to Roland, the buildings are all made of stone and seems a lot bigger. Does anyone have any idea what that huge building is over there? That's the Bose Market. It's an indoor marketplace made up of various shops. Food, clothing, sundry goods, furniture, books, and so on. You can pretty much buy everything here with the exception of weapons and ornaments. It's not surprising that they call this place a commercial city. Man, I really wish this trip could have been for shopping. Maybe some other time. Let's first stop by the guild and find out what's going on regarding the incident. Oh, alright. Just so you know, the Racer Guild is just right over there. Right over there. Where? You make me look at the map, aren't you? Sir Chapel. Oh, hello. Not this again. Please, Lila. This is my one and only chance. Okay. Interesting. Hello. Arriving in Bose, the airline flights were cancelled and right in the middle of my pilgrimage to— what the fuck does that mean? We're finally here. This day finally arrived after my husband is done worshipping here. It's off to the Bose Market to bye. I'm happy for you. I have a letter for you, sir. Wow, you look almost identical to the other guy. Excuse me. You're Father Holstein, right? Indeed I am, but how may I help you? This is for you. It's a letter from Father Divine in Roland. There you go. Is this for me? Thank you very much for delivering this. However, a letter from Father Divine could only mean— ah yes, he's come up with a new formula. A new formula for what? Don't tell me you didn't know. Father Divine is a master of medicine, known throughout the borough for his skills in the healing arts. In fact, he was well known for this even back when he was at Grand Soul Cathedral. Really? Even after he took up his new post as a father in Roland, he has continued his research without fail. And when he discovers an effective medicine, he shares his knowledge with the rest of us. The bracers also use the medicine created by Father Divine on a daily basis. So in a way, we're being supported in our work from behind the scenes. I had no idea. It would have been nice if he had at least mentioned it to us. It's just like him not to. Since he never talks about himself. Ain't that the truth? Father Divine is very strict with himself. Whenever he admonishes someone, he is always admonishing himself as well. This is one attitude I think all young children these days should learn. Although it'd be a bit difficult for me to learn at this ripe age. Yeah, or whatever. Well, how about we just try to work hard without overreaching ourselves? I appreciate you coming all the way up from Roland to deliver this letter today. O Adios, goddess of the firmament. Please protect these souls as you guide them in their daily lives. Thank you, sir. Hello. Okay. Spout nonsense about nonsense. Okay, what? So that's a highway. South block. Oh, this place has multiple places. Okay. What is this? The mayor? Okay. What is this? What's hell? Okay. A bar. Hello, sir. I will take your food. Thank you. Do you have any other food in here? You do. I will take that. And I will take this. All of the food. Thank you, sir. Okay. Just people being goobers. What is this? Landing port? Dude, you want to take photos of an airship? Today is not your lucky day, buddy. They're all grounded. Okay, what is in the other half of the city? It's this way. Looks like just a bunch of houses. What? New Ansel Path? This is the weapon store. Hello, sir. I'm going to make your day.
Joshua really needs the weapons, so you're getting the best ones I can get you. 40, 50, 60. There's too many options. Seal, sleep, freeze, blind, poison. Pick one of those. And here. Actually, let's do. I'll leave that for now. Okay, Joshua. Here you go. Hey. There you go. Is this the Orbit Factory? Hello? Do you have upgraded stuff I can have? Mind. He does have impede too. I need to consult my book. I want to know how to get better heals. Just need more blue, pretty much. Okay, what about revive? Is blue, earth, and mind. Still, what do you have? You have blue, earth, and red. You need this one. And then how many? You only have one of each? These are only worth one? Oh boy. It's gonna be a while until I can get a revive. Actually, wait. I have a better idea. There. Oh, okay. To the guild. Hello. That's an old guy. Look at that face. Oh, Charizard, you arrived a lot sooner than I expected. I appreciate you coming all the way from Roland. It's been a while, hasn't it, Lugren? Did someone tell you that we were coming ahead of time? Yes, I received a call from Aina not that long ago. So that means these two kids with you are Cassius's children. Yes, that's right. It's nice to meet you, sir. I'm Estelle Bright. And I'm Joshua Bright. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Lugren, and I oversee the Bose branch. Your father and I go way back. Please just call me Lugren. Sure, we'll do that. That's the only name you gave us, sir. That said, can you give us a quick update on the missing airliner incident? Yes, about that. The Royal Army is still continuing its search. However, with the Army's current restriction on information, no public updates of the situation have been made. And not only has the general public been kept in the dark, but the Guild hasn't heard a word either. Really? Why not? Aren't the Army and the Guild supposed to be cooperating together? Well, that's the way it is on the surface anyway. But in actuality, there's a lot of opposition between both parties on a number of aspects. So pretty much what you're saying is that it's a bunch of jurisdictional disputes, right? I hate to admit it, but that's the situation. In addition, General Morgan has gotten involved. Did you just say General Morgan? Great. Now it really looks like things are going to be a pain. General Morgan, who's that? He's famous for repelling the Imperial Army's invasion 10 years ago. You should have read about him in the history books. Amazingly enough, I don't recall a name. So what's the big deal with this famous guy anyway? From what I've heard, he's not the biggest fan of the Bracer Guild. Hates bracers, in fact. It seems he even makes it a point to routinely assert that there's no need for a Bracer Guild. Sounds like a real whack job to me. So what you're saying is that we're not getting any information because of this general? That's not really important at the moment. What really matters is that bracers are being prohibited from entering the regions they are investigating. And because of that, it's causing conflicts with our other work. But we just came all the way here from Roland. If that's the way it's gonna be, then it's time to duel it out with this general to decide who gets to investigate the incident. You're talking like a crazy person, Estelle. Keep your cool, Bracer. There are other ways, such as the request we just received from the mayor concerning the incident. She has asked that we conduct an investigation from the guild side, separate from the army. Well,
Well, that's encouraging news. If it's an official request from the mayor, it'll be a great pretext for us to conduct our own investigation. I see. Well, isn't this perfect timing? Lieutenant will accept the mayor's request. That sounds fine by me, but before you go, you two are junior bracers, right? Yeah, why? Junior bracers, so to speak, are members in training registers at various branches. In short, their performance is monitored by the branch where they're currently registered. And right now, you two, that would be... or for you two, that would be Roland. So what you're trying to say is that we have to change our registration if we want to accept jobs here, right? You've got it. Here, all you need to do is sign on these forms to transfer your registration. Sure. Our names go here. Filling out papers. Good. Alright, it looks like everything is in order. Junior bracers, Estelle and Joshua. As of this day, 1520, your registration at the Bose branch has been approved. This means that you are now members of the Bose branch. So you know, once you become a senior bracer, you can do any job without being registered to a particular branch. But on the flip side, your duties and responsibilities increase as well. Understood? So pretty much we're still newbies. Well, it looks like now I'll be able to entrust you with the mayor's request. The mayor's residence is near the west gate. You should go there and talk to her directly. We'll do that. Understood. I delivered a letter. Good work. Looks like you managed to achieve your objective. Come back again. Blah blah. Monster. It's a revenue monster. Wait. She wants an ingredient. I thought it was another monster I had to kill. Okay, bring meat to her. Fair enough. Tender poultry. What is this? Oh, there is a monster. Sorry, I thought it switched with my cursor and not with clicking. Behind Ravenue Village. I don't even know what that is. What do we tell people? I don't know where it is. Do I have these items? Do I have poultry? I have 3. I don't know where I got them. Where did I get them? That's the button. There it is. I'm just curious where I got them. Oh, from the asshole birds. Okay, well I can't get them anymore. This is where I live now. Okay, I need to go in the market. Oh god. Hello, what do you sell? A laundry pole. I was not expecting that. No work helmet. Good. Hello, what do you sell? Dorothy, is that you? I'm right here. Wow, look at all the stuff they're selling here. I'm getting a kink in my neck just turning my head to try and take all of it in. She's so into her surroundings, it looks like she can't even hear you. Dorothy! Where's Niall? Oops, I didn't mean to talk to you. Thank you about talking about prices, I appreciate it. I don't really need ingredients, honestly. What do you sell? Ingredients. Stragas! Estelle, there's new Stragas, but,
You can't wear them. You don't need them. Boy, we're breaking her heart walking away from that. She loves dragons. That's her favorite shoe brand that they were talking about. Hello. Oh. I could have just bought it from you instead of my last stitch. Alright. Where's Niall now? That's what I'm wondering. I'm really curious. Okay. Mayor, sorry. I was having a big brain issue there for a moment. Actually, I'm gonna check the bar. For the restaurant. What the heck? Glad they just let me walk around like a bunch of maniacs. It's a restaurant, yep. I didn't expect this to be a full ass conversation. Sorry, I'm kind of mentally speed reading it. The bounty from 30 large monsters at minimum together in a mirror. Jesus. Deep fried palm. Palm on a stick. Palms in a blanket. Okay. Sorry. I keep getting sidetracked. Mayor's house. Wow, isn't this a gorgeous place? Check out that crazy expensive looking chandelier. Calm down, Estelle. Looks like this is the mayor's place, alright. Now I just wonder if she's home. Hello. Oh, do we have visitors? Welcome to the Bose mayor's residence. May I ask who you are, please? We're with the Bracer Guild. The mayor made a request to the guild and we've come here to inquire about the details. Well, I have heard from the mayor that we would be expecting her. However, I am sorry to inform you that the mayor is currently out at the moment. She has gone to worship at the chapel. When do you expect her back, sir? Well, let me see. Actually, I would imagine her to be making her return any moment now. Well, we're kind of in a hurry to meet her. Do you think it would be alright to call on her at the chapel? Well, I don't wish to inconvenience you. Don't worry, it would probably save the both of us some trouble. But if you don't mind me asking, what does the mayor look like? Like the typical wealthy person? Big hat with feathers in it, dripping gemstones from every pore. Feathers, gemstones from every... what? How colorful, but quite off the mark, I assure you. How would I describe her? Should I say she looks splendid, or should I say beautifully mature? If she could just find the right man, then I could retire in peace. Never mind, I was just thinking out loud. Yes, this may help. The mayor has a maid accompanying her. That might be the easiest way to find her. The mayor's being accompanied by a maid, huh? That sounds easy enough to find in a crowd of people. Let's hurry and head over to the chapel. People are not afraid to speak their frickin' minds in this game. Hello. Oh, there you are. You're the maid we've been looking for. Oh, she's pretty. And you are? So that wasn't very polite. My apologies. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're looking for the mayor so we can confirm the details of a job she requested. Oh, I see. Please let me introduce myself. I am her maid, Lila. I see to the mayor's daily needs. Being served hand and foot, huh? The worlds we live in are really different. So where's the mayor, if you don't mind me asking? Didn't she come here to pray? She's playing hooky from her religious duties. Huh? I'm sure she's probably in the middle of inspecting the situation in the market. She took off after telling me to pray for her too. I don't know how I should say this, but the mayor seems like she has quite a unique personality. Well, doesn't she sound interesting? Even if she weren't the mayor, I'd be kind of intrigued. There's no doubt she's a capable person, although she does have a bit of an unrestrained aspect to her at times. Anyway, I'm on my way to meet her right now. I don't mean to sound impolite, but would you mind waiting at her residence? I'll let her know you're there. I don't know how to feel about going back there empty-handed. Would it be alright if we came along with you instead? Come with me to meet the mayor. Well, I guess it's okay. Let's make our way over to the Bose Market then. Oh, Lila has joined the party. I am now escorting a maid. Wow. Dorothy! Wow, this place is really huge. I wonder where the mayor is. Well, she does stand out in a crowd. So I'm sure you'll find her right away. Oh, just as I thought. Oh, wow. She's young. Okay. The two of you should be absolutely ashamed of yourselves, trying to force up the price of food at a time like this by buying it all up. You're not fit to be merchants in Bose. But ma'am, we were just thinking about how to increase sales for the Bose market in general. I don't want to hear any more from you. If it were other products, it would be a different story, but making undue profits on necessities will lead to negative publicity for the market. Return these goods to the original prices at once. Alright, we'll do as you say. Now, I don't doubt your passion for the Bose market, but I want you to understand this. Commerce, when you get right down to it, is the established relationship of trust between people. And believe me, if you do business with that in mind, you can become wonderful merchants in Bose. Yes, ma'am. We'll do our best. Just giving them a talking to. Madam. Lila, so you came, huh? I'm sorry you had to see that side of me. Actually, you did a wonderful job, as always. But never mind that. These people are here to see you. Please come back home immediately. Oh, that emblem is... Could you be the bracers I requested? Yep, that's us, but... So does that mean that you're... Forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Mabel. I'm the owner of this market and the mayor of the Bose region. She took us to the fancy restaurant. Mayor... We just discussed I can't afford this place. This restaurant looks super expensive. Are we really going to have a meeting here? I often use this place for business meetings. The food is quite good, too. I tell you what, though, I had heard the mayor of Bose was a woman, but I never imagined you would be this young. Based on looks alone, I would guess that you're only 4 or 5 years older than me. Actually, I still feel like I'm nothing more than an unworthy successor to my father. My late father was the previous mayor, and all I did was inherit the rights to the Bose market and the political foundation which he set up. That's a rather unvarnished self-evaluation if I've ever heard one. After all, I'm just the daughter of a businessman, so there's no sense in getting high-hat about that. But anyway, would it be alright to go over the details of my request with you again? Sure, that'd be fine. Well, what I would like to ask that you do is investigate the disappearance of the missing airship and bring closure to the incident. I am of the opinion that bracers would bring about much more desirable results concerning this incident than the army is currently producing. The reason being, we're not fighting a war, we're trying to find answers and solve a mystery. Well, I for one would be honored, but don't you think that you're overreading us a bit? Just call it a businesswoman's prerogative. The fact of the matter is, an influential businessman was aboard that airliner that disappeared. In addition, if the Bose Royal Army continues to keep the Bose airspace as a no-fly zone, business is going to suffer. And just when business has been booming prior to the Queen's birthday celebration, too. I see, so this is an economic appeal, right? Yes, and it's something which I can't trust to be left up to the Army alone. So what do you think? Will you accept my request for your help in the matter? Well, we have our own reasons for wanting to investigate the incident, and we'd like to accept the job, but the Army has actively been trying to exclude bracers from anything having to do with the incident. So I don't suppose you could pull the mayor card for us, could you? Maybe show the Army who's running the show? Excluding bracers, huh? This must have something to do with General Morgan, then. That man has disliked bracers from the beginning. So you know who the general is, Mayor Mabel? He was a friend of my late father's, tentatively speaking. We have a passing acquaintance with one another. So I may just be able to do something for you. Meaning? Lila. Yes, madam. Lila produced a sheet of glitter paper and a fountain pen from her pocket and handed them to Mayor Mabel. I guess this should be sufficient. Here, please take this with you. What's this letter for? It's a letter of request to General Morgan. It is to inform him of my request for the information about the incident as the official responsible for the region. I think this should be enough to get some information out of the Army. I see, but I wonder if that bracer-hating general will even meet with us at all. I think it would be a pretty safe bet as long as you hide your identities. You could probably be best served by saying Is that you are messengers for the mayor? I don't know if I like the sound of that. It feels like we're lying or something. It's not lying. We'd just not be able to tell him everything. Since this is a time-sensitive situation, I think we should be practical about it. I guess you're right, Joshua. By the way, where do we need to go to meet General Morgan? There's a force called the Hocking Gate on the international border to the north of Bose. You should be able to find the general there. Alright, everyone, I'm counting on you. You just leave everything to us. If we find out anything, we'll come and let you know. We're looking forward to some good news. Goodbye and have a wonderful day. Bye. Alright, let's get going, shall we? The Hagen Gate is at the end of the Eisen Road to the north of the East Coast Highway. In short, we need to head out the East Gate and then turn north thereafter, right? Alrighty then, Hagen Gate, here we come! Very good. I'm gonna go beat up that monster first. Where the heck? I think Revenue Village was here for some reason. Well that's New Ansel Path. The Lakeshore? Okay. Revenue Mine. Oh. So I need to go... west? Nope. I forget it does that. I'm used to entering a town and looking at the town. Okay, so I need to go... That's north. I need to go this way. I know directions. A chest! A reviving balm. The chest is empty. So very empty. A bird. Do you think he has tender poultries? Ow! Jesus! My god! Ouchies! I don't know what that sound was. Okay. Did y'all hear that? That was wild. Oh. This bird is mean. He's trying to heal or something. Murder him. God, the thing sucked. Why are birds apparently the meanest creatures in this game? Oh. I didn't read if I got any items. Did I get any items from that? I have to remember buttons. Sorry. It's actually not easy. Here we go. Nope, he dropped a bird egg. Okay. Pass and the village. I want to go to the village. There's a monster over here. Oh, it's a mountainous area, is it? I want to try something. So I'll put it on share out here. Is that a single? It is. Okay. How does this work? I can just see him from farther away, or just show him from the map? Oh, I can see him from farther away. That's yeah, I ran away. My instincts. They're terrible. Ow.
Let's move out.
Jerks. Okay, so it doesn't actually do that much. It doesn't do what I thought it did. Later, there's one. It, like... Oh. It doesn't exist in this game, it would seem. It just straight up don't exist. Neither does Aethelus? Wait, are you kidding me? Aethelus is... What? Bro. Aethelus doesn't even exist? That's crazy. That's the bigger revive. This is a cute little village. So this is Revenue Village, huh? It sure is a peaceful place. Look, there's an orchard. The village is known for its production of fruit, but it used to have a rich mining history. I've heard there's an old abandoned septium mine to the north of here. You seem to know a lot about the place. Have you been here before? Yeah, when I was training to become a senior bracer. During that time, I covered the whole kingdom on foot without an airliner. Why? An airliner would have been much more convenient. Airliners are certainly convenient, but they only go to the 5 major cities. If you get used to their convenience, your attention won't reach other places. You should first travel on foot and see the places you should protect with your own eyes. It is pretty much the way your father recommended me to go about my training. Dad really said that? There's certainly the possibility that if an incident occurs in a place you're unfamiliar with, you could end up getting there too late. Also, it would be pretty advantageous to know the geography when chasing a criminal. That's exactly right. It might be a good idea for you two to take on that challenge if you have some time. Is that not what I just did? I walked here on foot, did I not? Ma'am, your name is Orange. I'm sorry to say this, but your husband is outside if you need to speak with him. Okay. Sir. It's in here. Some person's house. Okay. Hello. Your name is Gray. Good. This is not where I'm supposed to be. You're not Elder Ryzen. Okay, who are you? YouTuber. This figure. Wait, it's warning me of the monster. Where the heck is the elder? You said your husband was outside. Where is he? Oh. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, there's a bar now up here. What the heck? Elder's house. Sir. I thought I was in the Elder's house earlier. Huh? Might you be the ones from the Gracer Guild? Did you see the request on the bulletin board? Yep, we sure did. This is wonderful. My name is Ryzen, and I guess you could say that I'm the elder of this village. As I'm sure you're already aware, there's been a vicious monster roaming the trail behind the village. So do you know what kind of monster has taken up residence in the area? No, I don't think anyone has gotten a good look at the thing. However, I think it's maybe one which lies in wait for its prey. When the mine was active years ago, this type of monster often appeared and harassed the workers. I see. So it lies in wait, huh? This is going to be a bit of a pain to find, then. Looks like we'll just have to hit the trail and see if we can find out where it's hiding. After the mine was abandoned and people stopped going up that way, we had believed that the monsters had gone into slumber. So why in the world is one appearing now? It's almost time for us to begin planting saplings this year. As a way to keep the villagers from worrying, I've had Figaro's standing guard at the gate and not told anyone else about the monster. Please exterminate the monster as soon as you can. Alrighty. Sir, Figaro, can we go? Sorry about the trail behind us. Off limits. Do you have any questions about why? Talk to the village elder. What do you mean the request to the guild? We've already talked to the village elder about it. Huh? So what you're saying is, you guys are here with the Bracer Guild? You got it. Oh man, have I been waiting for you guys. Please hurry up and take care of the monster. The season to plant saplings is almost upon us. Anyway, be careful out there, and good luck. We are counting on you. Okay. Monster. The mine is that way. What's this way? Oh, why? No! It's full of a spaghetti trail. Holy shit. Chest. Fear bomb. The chest is empty, but it wouldn't be empty if you put something in it. True enough. Ah! What the fuck was that? That was... Why are my instincts so shit? Joshua, you're a bit blind, buddy. To fire. Firebolt. What the fuck?
Oh, well, we've done
No,
already.
Joshua didn't get XP for it. That's okay. It was only like 6 XP. Joshua, wake up, buddy. We got work to do. Death blow. Reduced to searching empty chests. That's really sad. Wow, alright. Jerk. The chests in this game are sassy. I'm going to appropriately approach that monster and not get surprised attacked again. Solid plan. Oh my god. They set their sights on someone, and that someone is... didn't even get a chance to heal. Jerks. Stop sucking everyone's souls. These things suck. They do suck, literally.
Not now.
Oh my god. Okay, I should have just done arts sooner. That was stupid.
We're good to go.
Alright, we're good to go.
Okay, leveled up. That's good. Arts is the way to go. It takes longer, but at the same time, it doesn't take longer, because then you're more damage. Well, bam. Beautiful.
Piece of cake.
Yeah, that one was a piece of cake, Estelle, you're correct. Chest. Beast steak. Nope, still empty. Alright. Oh.
done already?
Cher is very suggestive. What? Jollibee and Final Fantasy XIV collab? Was that just announced or something? Oh! Also, what is Jollibee? I don't know what that is.
Oh, are we done already?
Well, there's no monster up there. God, bite. What jerks. Oops.
Seems you came up short.
Okay. I was waiting for him to move, but then he just never did, so... Ah! I did that for nothing. There's nothing back here.
What the fuck?
This looks like too big of a monster for me to be fighting. Holy shit. Ow. Fire? I'm gonna try some. I don't appreciate you hitting Joshua right off the bat, sir. You get an eat chicken emote in game with a Jollibee purchase. That's okay. What is Jollibee? What are you buying from them? Also, I've never heard of that emote before. Is it like a chicken leg? Oh shit! Nice one, Joshua.
Come on!
He froze him in place in a very strange position, Joshua.
Someone's been naughty.
Oh, it's a fried chicken chain. Okay. I don't have any of those near me though.
Seems you came up short.
So... Yikes, that scared the heck out of me. I wasn't expecting a monster to pop out like that. Looks like it followed the sound of our footsteps and then attacked us. It almost caught us completely off guard, too. If it had attacked one of the villagers, who knows what might have happened. It's a good thing we took care of it before anyone else ran into it. Agreed. Anyway, we should get back and report to the village elder. Right. Okay, let's go. Wait, but there's so much more to explore here. This way, for example. Chest. Oops. You can... You get a code with each purchase, so you're gonna send me one. That's pretty funny. But also, like, yeah, you can totally... I haven't been paying attention. Ouchies.
Not now.
Joshua suffered from my inattention.
We're good to go!
I should have used arms, but I was just smacking away. Oh god, it healed itself a lot. Okay, yeah, I'm making a mistake here. If I keep that up any longer, I'll die to a fucking plant.
Alright. good to go.
Jesus. Okay. I promise, I'm good at this game, I swear. I am error. Wow, okay. That chest had chest is error, apparently. Oops, that's not. I just wanted to look at the map. Oh. Okay. Now I have to go all the way back down the trail, because there is no such thing as teleports. Made it with no incidents. Everything went according to plan. Seems to be a predominantly West Coast chain. I see. Sorry, need some water. Okay. Oh my god, it finally stopped snowing. It was supposed to snow until like 5 o'clock, so that's interesting. Because for fucking snow in April. I can't believe that shit. Oh, it's you guys. I just felt some sort of tremor, so the monster came out after all, did it? And we took care of it, too. Are you serious? Yep, consider the monster exterminated. It was a bit feisty, but not a problem in the end. Thank Adios, this is wonderful news. It would have been a real mess if we had monster trouble pop up any later. I'll hurry and let the village elder know. You guys really did us a favor. I know there's not much to see in the village, but please enjoy the relaxing atmosphere. We'll do that, thanks. Okay. Baby sleeps. Healing up. That's important. Okay. Then we need to get the last side quest is the chicken, the tender poultry for that lady. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I was just running. Okay, it's not the stupid one.
Seems you came up short.
Luckily, I'm getting a lot more stuff in, so I can upgrade more stuff. Ah! What jerks? Dear Lord! These guys are so mean to me. This game is so mean to me. Stop that. Joshua, kill him. You're weak to air. Wild is what that is called, apparently.
Alright, we're good to go.
What jerks. Okay, back in Bose. I like how it only accepts time quartz, but it still takes all the other stuff in to open it. God damn it, Joshua. I guess put a death blow on him. See if it works. You don't have any twos, do you? Nope. We were going... The Hawking Gate, that's correct. Hello, sirs. And you are? Wait, weren't you with the Bracer Guild? Too bad, not today. Today we're here on official business. Stowe produced Mayor Mabel's letter with a flourish. This is Mayor Mabel's... Mayor has requested that we come and speak with General Morgan about the status of the search. And as you can see, this document is official. But if you don't want to let us through, I'm sure you'll be hating life later. I guess there's nothing we can do but let you through. I'm serious about this. Don't you know? Mayor Mabel is the one in charge over the entire region. You can't just ignore that. I guess you're right. Alright. I'll grant you permission to pass, but make sure you don't cause any problems. Whatever happens, never forget that we share a border with the Empire. Yeah, we got it already. Alright then, let us through. Jerks. Okay. So I'm gonna double check what creature I need to murder. Pretty sure it's just birds. Always with the birds. This thing has an egg on its head.
Alright, we're good to go.
I got one more. I need one more to get 5. Oh!
Alright, we're good to go.
Haha! I'm actually pretty close to the city still, so I'm gonna go turn this in. Am I running the correct way? No, okay. I really thought I was. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. This sneeze is coming out of nowhere. Hello, we're here with the Bracer Guild and we have a delivery. Well, thank you so much for going to all the trouble. I'm sure you must have been busy with your other work. It was no problem at all. Helping those in need is what our job as bracers is all about. Yes, it's just like Estelle said. And now with the airliners at a standstill, it's a difficult time for all of us. Really appreciate you saying that. With the little bit of beer I'm paying just doesn't seem like enough. Oh, okay. Oh, I know. Please, let me do this for you too. Huh? Do what? I'll teach you how to make my specialty omelets. You mean the ones served here at Auntie Rose? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Is it okay for you to be giving out your recipes like that? Don't worry, it's not a problem. Even if you make a dish just like the recipe says, it doesn't mean that you'll get the same taste. Sounds like you've got a lot of confidence in your cooking. Remember, it's not about whether you're good or bad. It's like the relationship between a musician and her sheet of music. Depending on the person, the song will sound different, even though the music is exactly the same. That's pretty profound. A recipe in the end is nothing more than a framework to make something delicious. By only following the rules, you'd be surprised at how many different ways the end flavor turns out. Score! We'll have to give this a try later on. Estelle, now this is just a little pre-cooking advice, so don't take it the wrong way, but please read the recipe before you try it. How rude. What are you trying to say? That I'm the worst cook ever? Then make sure you measure how much seasoning you put in. A pinch of salt doesn't mean that you should drop a fistful in there, you know? I'll show you a fistful! Well, following the setup of any recipe is important, but enjoying what you cook comes first. Surprisingly, that's probably the best framework for any recipe. See? Now that's what I'm talking about. I totally agree! And thanks for the new recipe! My pleasure. Come and enjoy a bite to eat here every once in a while, too. Wait, can I buy from here? Do you guys actually have recipes I can buy from? I don't think so. Does that guy just... yeah, I don't think I can actually eat here. It's not green, it doesn't have shops in it. Okay, back to the fucking gate. Big bird. I found the mother. That was the mother. Dear Lord. Oh! Oh, it comes with an army. That's lovely. Joshua, I don't appreciate that. Why'd you do that? Why'd you miss, buddy? Oh god, it called its... You're weak to fire. Okay. Really weak to fire. It lived. Reach it, Joshua. Glad I did that.
Oh, are we done already?
Nice. Oh, bind with. Arabonia border. This is the Hawking Gate! It's freaking huge! Of course it's huge. It acts as the sole entrance to the Empire, and is the rampart that protects the borough from foreign threats. After it was destroyed in the war 10 years ago, a much more robust wall was built in its place. Standard military reaction, bigger equals better. Which means that beyond this point is no longer the borough. Yeah, it's the territory of the Erebonian Empire, which stands beneath the emblem of the Golden Stallion. The Erebonian Empire. Well, enough staring for one day. Let's go meet with General Morgan. There are some barracks right there to the side of the gate. Maybe we'll find him in there. Okay, let's go. Before that, I want you to remove those bracer emblems you've got pinned on your chests. Things won't be pretty if General Morgan sees those. Oh, I forgot all about that. Somehow I feel all weird doing this. Yeah, there's something that just doesn't feel right about this. Don't worry, there's proof that you're adjusting, or starting... That's proof that you've started adjusting to being a bracer. No secret chest.
What a surprise. This is my first time eating the burrow's cooking, but it was rather delectable. Glad you liked it. If you head to town, there's a number of other places where you can eat great Liberal cooking as well. You enjoy this trip of yours, alright? That I will do, believe me. If this is the kind of food I can get in a border dive like this, then I truly am in it for a feast elsewhere in this land. Well, excuse me for having my bar here on the outskirts of a country. Before you go feasting on the finer things, how about a glass of wine? I know it's not high-end exactly, but the taste is worth the price. Well then, maybe I will. Do you think this guy is... He looks like a traveler from the Empire, if you ask me. This wine is quite good. If this is called cheap wine, then the borough must be a wonderful country of tastes. I think this only adds to Queen Alicia's prestige as a ruler. Okay. I already know the recipe for those. How in the world did you guys get through? The barricade hasn't been lifted on the Ison Road yet. We came here on an errand for Mayor Mabel from Bose. Do you think you could get us in to see General Morgan? Well, that's understandable. In that case, I could definitely get you in to see the General, but unfortunately, he's out at the moment. He's actually spearheading a number of searches right now. Looks like our timing was bad. You don't happen to have an idea when he might return, do you? I think he'll be back sometime today. There's a bar in that rest stop over there, so why don't you wait there for him? I'll let you know when he gets back. The bar? You mean the place where we were just at? Why is there a bar in a place like this anyway? Obviously because this is the border with the Empire. The screening process for those entering and leaving the country is really strict, so there are a lot of travelers who have to wait quite a bit. That makes a lot of sense. In that case, it's understandable that you would need facilities like an inn and a bar. Well then, we'll take you up on your suggestion and wait over at the bar. Okay. No. Good. It's Dana's wife. Yes, good. I'm glad you're here, Admiral Fang, with your insights. but what about Estelle and Joshua, Admiral Fang? Good day to you all, my fine friends. We appear to be citizens of the borough, but may I ask you if you're traveling to the Empire? Nope, we're just here on an errand. We're not traveling to the Empire. You appear to be a citizen of Erebonia yourself. What about you? Are you here to visit the Borough Kingdom? I'm glad you asked. I am indeed a visitor in the borough, both for work and for pleasure. And you say you're running an errand, but I can see your true colors. I know exactly who you are. Who we are? Indeed, you're bracers, no? You saw right through us. It's so long since you played Trails in the Sky. It's such a steady insert to the series. Like, there's no other place to start it. That's okay. You have to start here. How'd you know? We removed our bracer emblems. Wait, are you trying to tell us that you're in the same profession? It's true that there are guild branches in the Empire, but actually, I'm not a bracer. I just know several people in the guild, that's all. And there's an air about you that reminded me of them, so I just thought I'd ask. There's some excellent deductive reasoning skills you've got. I don't think an amateur could have picked us out of a crowd like that. Are you sure you're a traveler? Please don't look at me with such suspicious eyes. Those cold, flickering eyes of amber, just like a glass of exquisite brandy. Oh no! Oh shit! You just make me want to kiss you and hold you in my arms. Best character. Charles Day was the best for having a little Miku hug your arm. You mean Trails of the Sky 3? You got, or do you mean Cold Steel 3? There's multiple 3s. The specifics are a little difficult. I don't remember Trails. I think that
that must have been Cold Steel, because I don't think they did anything like that in the OG 3. Chosen Sky 3. I love this man. He's already... Joshua? Oh no. Yeah, Chosen Cold Steel 3. Yeah. Hatsune Miku, yeah. Exactly, Rouge. It's the... once you get to Cold Steel, which is games 6, 7, 8, and 9, they do a lot of, like, they start adding all the customization items and stuff. Like you can put, like, fucking cat ears on your characters and stuff. Most of it's ridiculous, but one of it is, like, these little ride-along pals that go on your shoulder, and they made a Hatsune Miku one. I don't, we'll see. I don't think I'm not gonna buy any extras for those, on the computer, so... Yeah, that was interesting when that happened. Joshua's in a situation right now. You're a bold one, aren't you? Oh, sure, sorry. Wait a minute, you? What are you one of the... Are you one of those men who likes other boys? I just can't help myself when I see something beautiful standing before my eyes. Daughters of serenity, sons of elegance, supernal melodies and cleansing landscapes, masterpieces and stories to move the soul, and last but not least, the most exquisite in food and drink. For things such as these are those which pique my interest. So you're a pervert, just like I thought. Yep, definitely a pervert. How dreadful it is that genius is misunderstood in every generation. I feel as if my delicate glass heart is about to be broken. You, with your magnificent black hair, please comfort me in my time of need. I'm going to have to pass. You've already scarred me for life as it is. Yes. I've heard strange conversations of my day, but this one is worth remembering. The look on that kid's face. Hey, you three. Oh, it's the soldier from earlier. The general has just arrived. I just spoke to him about the matter and he said he'll meet you now. Really? Yeah, so come to the barracks with me immediately. Well, that was much quicker than I thought. Yeah, now at least maybe we'll be able to get... okay. We'll be able to find out what's going on. Okay, then let's be off, shall we? Wait. What are you following us around for? Your timing is excellent. You didn't miss a beat in exiting behind us. It seemed almost natural. Scarily so. Ha! You noticed. Everything about you all just seems so interesting. I thought I'd take a gander. Please don't mind me. Carry on, my good gent and mademoiselles. Of course we're going to mind! Now get you! Shoo! Scrooge! Oh, he said that in a different way than I thought he did. Scrooge. Who was that guy? Seriously, what was his deal? He's not normal, that's for sure. Getting rid of that weirdo was probably better, not only for ourselves, but a service to the world at large, too. Now let's hurry and meet with the general. No. No, Estelle, I'm going back in. Mainly because this guy has something for me. And finally, he'll give it to me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello! So have you changed your mind about taking me with you? In your dreams? Such a cold-hearted creature for being one so young. Love him. Alright, number 3, here we go. We're getting on the train. Representative of the Septian Church. The train barreled on, almost flying through the thick veil of fog. Droplets of water splattered against the window glass, extending out like transparent veins, and continued to wriggle back and forth under the pressure of the swiftly passing wind. Placing the temple of my head against the glass, I stared blankly down at the streets in my hand, at the tickets in my hand, and rubbed the two of them together between my fingers. I'd be traveling by train to the border city, far south of its imperial cousin, and then to reach the Liberal Kingdom, I would have to transfer to an airship. Both of my tickets were first class, but not the highest end seats available. The passenger car was ready at full capacity, or was nearly at full capacity, but for some peculiar reason, nobody had seated themselves in the space next to mine. As I mused about the empty seat, it occurred to me that Mitch may have purchased the spot ahead of time, leaving it vacant on purpose. There is no doubt in my mind that he was being paid handsomely to make sure this job was done, and done well. "We have been traveling to the Liberal Kingdom, sir." Right about the time my trip on the rails had passed its halfway mark, I was met with this sudden question, and set up with a start. My eyes searched for the one who asked it. There, standing in the aisle, was a single woman with a radiant complexion, beaming down at me. She wore a coat with overlapping buckles secured slightly above her breast, and appeared to be in her mid-30s. Gingerly bending her knees and pointing her finger at the empty seat beside me, she asked, "Do you mind?" With a tilt of her head, she indicated the rear of the passenger car, where swirling smoke saturated the air, and softly muttered, "The smell from the tobacco smoke is just dreadful." Wordlessly, I nodded and dragged my bag from its place on the floor, moving it over by the window to the opposite side of my feet. The woman expressed her thanks and delicately sat herself down in the seat next to mine. For being a perfect stranger, she talked on endlessly, and I appropriately reciprocated the conversation by saying that I was on my way to the Liberal Kingdom on business as an orbit specialist. Her story was that she was on a mission of mercy for the church and had an errand to fulfill in the border city. "Just so you know, people sometimes refer to me as Sister," she went on. "Of course, it's just a nickname." She recrossed her black leather boot-clad legs and let out a sort of suppressed titter from the back of her throat as she made mention of this. Sister Cornelia was her nickname. We continued on in this fashion, subjecting ourselves to a variety of idle banter, and as the time drew on, the sun overhead began to dip in its arc, crossing the celestial meridian and descending into the west. Each time the moving train cleared a grove of trees, the entire vehicle, passenger cars and all, was bathed in a warm apricot hue, flooding into the cabins, creating a majestic spectacle. I gaped at the coruscating effect, and in doing so locked eyes with Sister Cornelia right at the moment the brilliance of the sinking western light seeped into her rich brown irises, causing them to give off an exquisite rubescent sparkle. The glimpse made me wonder if the origin of her nickname was somehow related to the color of her eyes, being likened unto the luster of a polished cornelian stone. The train gradually began to decelerate, and Sister Cornelia returned to her original seat in order to collect her bags. As a matter of habit, I checked my bag and orbit and found both the junk paper-covered package and the magical device fastened into my trousers' inner pocket by a series of chain stitches, exactly where and how I'd left it. A woman's voice came over the intercom system, announcing that the train would be arriving on schedule and that rainy weather was to be expected at our destination. At the conclusion of the announcements, a number of disappointed sighs could be heard coming from along the rows of seats. Raindrops pattered against the windows outside as the looming silhouette of the overcast city came into view. The station's signal lamp emitted an angular light which was scattered with a refractive effect by the falling droplets of water. Then came a spine-chilling metallic sound, followed by the jolts of the orbital engine's reversing thrust as the locomotive at the front of the train lurched to a halt. Over the loudspeaker came another announcement asking passengers to ensure that they did not leave their baggage behind. And with that, several people stood up and crowded into the aisle. Watching a station worker in uniform as he waved a small flag amidst the falling rain, I picked up my bag and rose to my feet. I crossed paths with Sister Cornelia as I attempted to step into the aisle, but when she tried to step aside and allow me room to pass, she suddenly tripped and fell forward. Grabbing onto my shoulder for support, she picked herself up and with an embarrassed smile, let me by. I gave her a short bow in line with general etiquette practices, then headed for the exit ahead of her. Following my lead, Sister Cornelia shuffled along closely behind me, so close in fact that it felt as if she would step on my heels. Something about it just didn't feel right. Instinctively sliding my right hand into my pocket, I searched for my orbit, but the brass feeling I had grown accustomed to was nowhere to be felt. In an instant, I felt my arm being twisted behind my back by someone or something with incredible strength, the sleek sound of a blade being unsheathed, and then a warning prick of the tip at my back indicated the seriousnness of the situation. "I have what you're looking for, Toby," whispered Sister Cornelia in an almost inaudible tone, her lips barely moving just behind my right ear. Let's not try anything either, shall we? I'd hate to see your afternoon spoiled any more than it's going to be." And to show that she meant business, Sister Cornelia slightly altered the angle of her grip on my wrist, causing an explosion of agony that sent sparks flashing behind my eyes. It's getting intense! I could hear some arguing. Was there some kind of problem with another traveler? No, nothing like that. That aside, could you let us meet with the general? Yeah, he's inside. His office is the last door on the left. Make sure you don't go wandering around in other places where you're not permitted. What if I do that, though? What if I just do that, though? I was involved in the search for the missing airliner until late last night, so I'm dead tired. Fair enough, sir. I was supposed to be off duty today, but then we received an order to maintain ready status here in the fort. There's no one cooking. Because of what happened 10 years ago, all of the guards here are very tense. I hope we never have another breach of this gate by the Imperial Army. The border is always confronted with threats from the Empire, therefore we must be extremely prudent in our actions whatever we do. Otherwise, it could possibly give them a pretext to invade again. Well, it seems like wandering around isn't really giving me anything interesting. What's down here? Okay, jail cells. The end of the hall on the left. Looks like this is the general's room. Alright, here goes nothing. Are you on behalf of Mayor Mabel? That's right. Very well, come inside. Thank you for seeing us. I'm glad that you came. My name is Morgan. I've been tasked with guarding the Haka Gates by Her Majesty Queen Alicia. It's an honor to meet you, sir. We are here on behalf of Mayor Mabel. Please pardon our intrusion during such a busy time. There's no need to apologize. I've known Mabel since she was but a child. I couldn't imagine ignoring her request, much less one from the mayor. Alright then, would you please read this first? So it's about the missing airliner, is it? Under ordinary circumstances, that information would be strictly confidential. But considering this is a request coming from her, I'll tell you everything I know. Sweet! Why are you happy about something that doesn't concern you? Crap, I should have kept my mouth shut. The mayor appears quite distraught over the situation, and so we wanted to do anything we can to assist her. I see. Well, I'm glad to hear that she has been blessed with some good people around her. Let me get right down to things and explain the status of our search efforts. Please do. The airliner Lynn disappeared on its way to Roland after taking off from Bose landing port. Presently, we have units searching all areas of the region, but we have yet to come up with anything. So what you're saying is the possibility of the incident being caused by monsters or an accident is fairly slim, right? If an airship of that size had crashed, it likely would have been discovered in the initial search efforts. Yes, that's exactly right. In fact, the flight route between Bose and Roland goes over some plains that allowed a commanding view of the land. And of course, the probability of the airliner going down in Valeria Lake or the ocean is extremely low. Boy, am I relieved to hear that it's probably not a worst-case scenario like that. Sir, so if they have been ruled out, then that leaves the door open to the possibility that the airship could have been taken, right? Which makes me think that the only remaining motives must be to loot the cargo or demand a ransom for the hostages. In other words, a hijacking, right? Also, considering the geographical conditions, it could have been a covert operation carried out by the Imperial Army. And that would be really big news if that were the case. What's the matter, General? We're just thinking that that's quite an impressive assessment for some civilians. We also considered the possibility that the Imperial Army was involved, so we have enforced strict regulations on the flow of information. An international incident, if taken lightly, could result in another war. But thanks to the small mercies of Adios, the possibility of another conflict disappeared early this morning. A certain organization sent a letter to the royal family in Orville, claiming responsibility and demanding a ransom for the passengers. This organization goes by the name of the Kapua family. Oh shit, they got right to work as soon as they left. The Kapua family? It couldn't be who I think it is, could it? It certainly appears to be that way. Sky bandits who have been operating in the shadows in the Bose region and are led by 3 siblings at their head. I take it you've heard of them. Not only have we heard of them, we just had a run-in with them in Roland. I just can't believe those good-for-nothing thieves have managed to create such a big incident here in Bose. Estelle. Oh. Oops. You had a run-in with them in Roland. I had heard that some of their gang had shown up in the Roland region, but I think he's onto us. Yeah, because of you and your big mouth. You see now, I thought the way you were able to analyze the situation was strange for mere civilians, but I never would have guessed that a girl and a couple of kids like you were bracers. Who are you calling kids? Just for the record, Mayor Mabel did in fact request that we came here to talk to you. Silence, deceivers! Get in here, men! He looks pretty pissed. So this is how a hard-nosed military man acts. What's the matter, General? Did these visitors try to pull anything funny? These bracers need to be shown the door. Throw them out immediately. Just what is your problem, old man? Trying to brush us off like bugs. You're no different, hiding your identity so you can try and finagle some information out of me. It's because you pull underhanded actions like that bracers can't be trusted. Just wait till you get off calling us finagling and calling it finagling. It's your own fault since you didn't share information with the guild to begin with. Nonsense. Who in their right mind would leave an incident this big in the hands of a mere civilian group? I swear, of all the stupid things Mabel could have tried to pull, hiring a bunch of kids like this and getting in the way of our search party. How about you cut with the crap, General? Why do you think we've had to come all the way from Roland to begin with? It's because when it comes down to it, you military morons can't do your job. What did you just say? Holy cow. Cher's really pissed, alright. For the past few months, you've known about the string of burglaries, which seem to be the work of the Sky Bandits, right? And who, knowing full well it was them, dumped the workload onto the guild instead of looking into it themselves like they should have, huh? And now, the second this incident happens, you get on your high horse with an attitude. Yet you've got nothing to show for it, no hostages, or even the location of the missing airliner. Don't you think that's an embarrassment to the entire kingdom? Silence, girl! The military is an organization that runs on discipline and does not take action on a whim, unlike a group I know of who didn't think ahead and let the Sky Bandits escape, so enough with your incidents. So you're really looking for a fight, aren't you? How sad it is to see such discord. Strife brings nothing to be born, but only extends the barren wilderness within our hearts. Let me sing a requiem for you all, one to soothe your parched souls. A gentle yet wistful tune to bathe your brittle spirits and cause the deserts of your hearts to bloom. Brightly shooting stars, leaving trails in the skies. Like a guiding light, they show me the way to your eyes. This is yearning passion, tears my heart in twain. And the cruel moon mocks my pain. If this fleeting dream shall never be, a single wound will remain in my heart for all to see. Our passionate first and final kiss. Your tears to me are an amber bliss. Let us immure this eternal love. It looks like you all understood what I was trying to get across. What is it that is most precious above all? That's love and peace, baby. I think it's about time for the search party to be returning with their reports. Oh my god! Oh my god, what happened to him? No! What did they do to you? That's right, General. I should get back to my duties and make sure you don't let those kids in again. Oh my god, he got torn to shreds after his music. Oh, and cancel any further checks on the travelers along Eisen Road. Having these kids around any longer will just be an eyesore. Right away, sir. He ran away. I wish we could escape. He's still right behind us, isn't he? Yes, and he's actually looking kind of terrifying, Joshua. Oh! No matter which country you visit, military men lack romanticism. But you lot, on the other hand, appear to appreciate my aesthetic sense. You know, maybe we should get going ourselves. Yeah, good idea. We had a bit of trouble, but we did manage to get some information. After we head back to Bose, how about we think about our future plan of attack?
you going? Wait for me! I mean, please wait for me! Oh. Let me try and introduce myself again. I'm Olivier Lanheim, wandering bard and musician by trade. As you already know, I am an Erebonian touring your fair liberal. I'm Estelle and... Now wait a minute, why do we have to introduce ourselves to you? Easy, Estelle, he did intercede for us back there. I'm Joshua. And I'm Charizard. Things are getting pretty heated, and I'm glad you stepped in before something really bad had happened. Let me just say thanks. You've got nothing to thank me for. I only did what any person who loves beauty and peace would have done. However, if you insist, how about going out on a date with me for a day? I'm going to have to pass on that. First of all, I don't have that sort of free time. That's too bad. Alright then, I guess I'll accept Joshua as a substitute. I fucking love him. What do I have to do with any of this? Please don't involve me in your questionable humor. Well, that's odd. I didn't mean it as a joke. Saying that makes it even more questionable. Now, just a minute. How come you didn't invite me on a date? You? I don't know how to put this, but you're a bit lacking in this sexy department. Oh no! Admiral Fang, how do you feel about that one? You might want to think about taking a lesson or two from your friends here. Oh, excuse me for not being sexy. And just what do you mean by saying I should take a few lessons from Joshua? Calm down, Estelle. I think you're cute enough just the way you are. Aww. Though I guess it's true, you are a bit lackluster in the sexy. What did you just say? Oh, good grief. Anyway, like I said before, we're busy. I'm sorry there's not a better way to thank you, but we've got to get going. Then how about you take me along with you to the city of Bose? This is my first time in the borough, after all, and I'd like to request a guide. Well, if that's all that you want, then I don't mind. Sure, now just a second. It's the least we could do, and we're headed to the same place anyway. Plus, acting as a guide is one of Abracer's many duties. Oh, alright. I guess we're stuck with him until then. But if he tries to sink his poisonous fangs of lust into Joshua... Estelle? Don't you worry, Joshua. I'll save you from his perverted attentions if he tries anything funny. What is it exactly that you think he'll try? Please don't refer to me like I'm some sort of ferocious beast. I'd rather that you call me a hunter of love. Even Love Stealer wouldn't be that bad of a title either. You're right in the head. So how about it, everyone? Shall we leave for Bose? I'm counting on you all to get me there safely. Now let's be off. Who died and made you leader? Hey, wait a minute, you! I'm not done warning you about the grisly fate that awaits you if you sully Joshua's innocence! Oh my god. I fucking love this game. He has a gun. Thank you, Olivier, for already having many things unlocked. Appreciate that. Oh god. Shit. I'm so bad at that. I hesitate. That's the problem. I hesitate. Because I swear, I'm good at this game. What do you got? Quick draw. It's a medium AoE. Nice. Critical.
99.
Always
His voice is a bit deeper than I thought it was. Holy shit. Well, there's no way I can do that. Thinking of what I have. Where was I going? This way. Okay. I get turned around so easily. Ah! Oh! The process of dodging that one, I ran directly into this one.
That's that. Let's move out.
So I can't believe that Joshua has the same voice actor between this one and the later ones. It's pretty crazy. Good for him. They hit him up. These healers must hate you? Oh no, Rouge, what's happening? Are you tanking? Are you being a tank that... non-stop tank? So this is Bose, is it? It's more urban than I'd imagined. That building over there is Bose Market, no? Well, you seem to be quite knowledgeable. Are you sure this is really your first time in the borough? I was smart enough to buy a tourist guidebook before I left. One published by your very own The Borough News, no less. A guidebook? Do they really sell such things? I don't know how to say it, but we live in a really convenient age. So do you intend to go shopping at the Bose Market now? Yep. And after doing a bit of window shopping, I plan to dress up and dine out. According to the guide, there's supposed to be a 3-star restaurant in town. Right, the place we ate at with the mayor. What I mean to say is, I guess this is the place? The Itaro's authentic Le Borough cuisine, or so they say. Indeed, no doubt this is the place. I'm quite looking forward to it. But it's supposed to cost a pretty dear if you decide to go with a full course beer. You're black maging. Are you really? You're pulling out all the stops. You ain't moving an inch, are you? I'd have to recommend normal bar any day over this. Worry not, my fair lady. I've brought sufficient travel expenses. And if that's not enough, I'll earn more with my superb skills. Superb skills? You're not talking about your songs and musical, renditions, are you? Can you actually earn mirror with that crap? I've starred as the main opera singer at the Great Theatre in the Erebonian capital before. If I remembered right, I once earned 1 million mirror in a single night. Big fat liar. Alright, everyone, good work. I guess this is farewell until fate brings us together once more. Adios, amigos. Or adios. I'm used to saying adios, which is, it just adds an I. What horror have we unleashed upon this poor innocent city? Is everyone from Erebonia weirdo like that? I don't think I like the idea of that being the Empire stereotype. Huh? What I'm trying to say is that I think the majority of the people are quite serious. I've read in a book that their ethos respects the strong, silent type. So what you're saying is that he's simply a weirdo because he's an artist. Oh no! Because my weirdo because of an artist. Actually, I accept that. I accept that 100%. Stay weird. Now just hold on there, Estelle. If the artists of this world heard that, they'd be less than pleased. No, I was pretty pleased, Charizard. I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. Let's see. We need to report the information we got out of the general to the Grand. It'd be best if we let Mayor Mabel know after that too. So first we visit the guild and then the mayor's residence. Okay, let's get going. Wow. Okay. Sorry. Double checking a couple things. Let's see what he's up to. Where is he? There he is. This marketplace is much more lively than I could have ever imagined. It was definitely worth seeing. I'm glad. I'm happy for you, buddy. Dorothy left. Where'd Dorothy go? Oh, I found her! Come on, Missy. I'm begging you. Please let us in. If I could just get a comment from the mayor, I'd be on my merry little way. Yep, that's right. And of course I'd need a photograph too. I'm sure the mayor would be flattered, but she's extremely busy. I'm going to have to ask all those without an appointment to leave. I hope you can understand the situation. Come on, please! For an incident this huge, we hardly know anything about the circumstances surrounding it. And I have an obligation to inform the readers. But, yeah, what about the readers? We could probably reach double the number if we have the mayor grace the cover. She said she's said to be very beautiful after all. Dorothy, why'd you have to go and say something like that? But it was you who was saying the same thing, remember? You said if we didn't have any news to go on, we could lure customers to buy the magazine by featuring the sexy mayor on the cover. You idiot! Miss? I want you two a couple of interesting visitors. I'll make sure to tell Mayor Mabel about the details of our conversation. At the moment, however, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Wait, this is a misunderstanding. Please, leave. Fine. So are we going to be okay not getting a photograph of the mayor then? Please, for the love of Adios and my sanity, just keep your mouth shut. Niall, wait for me! Good afternoon, Lila. Oh, it's you bracers again. Did you just return from the Hocking Gate? Yeah, something like that. So, those two you were just turned away? Bunch of unscrupulous individuals. Really? Those miscreants said they planned to use the mayor to make some quick mirror. But as long as I'm here to protect my mistress, I won't allow that to happen. I see. You're really serious about your job, aren't you? Deadly serious. That's because it's my duty. Anyway, why don't you all come inside? The mayor is waiting for you. Well, I mean, I was, Hey, buddy. Oh, wow, he got drunk fast. God damn. Hello, Niall. You in there? Gonna have to just make something up. Nobody will know the difference. It's no use. He's out of it. Holy shit. Where'd Dorothy go? Who the fuck? Oh, okay. She's just cleaning. I was like, what the heck? I never expect anyone to actually be in these rooms. Dorothy, where'd you go? Niall got himself very drunk very fast. I hope he's okay. Can you imagine if, like, you had 2 doors to your house and someone just walked down from the upstairs door? Like, what the fuck? I think I got more septium. Not near enough, though. I didn't get any fire septium. Apparently. Well, I don't really see Dorothy anywhere. Oh wait, what's it? Nope. No Dorothy, she has vanished. Okay. to the mayor first. Okay. General Morgan has come here to visit on several occasions. It's a little difficult to describe, but what I can say is that he is a respectable man. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But in both a good and a bad sense, he has the temperament of a military man. Wait, where's the mayor? I thought it was... Whoa, a downstairs kitchen? This place is crazy. Glad to see you all again. Mayor Mabel has been excitedly awaiting your report. Okay, upstairs, I guess. What's this room? Oh! Yeah, with complaints from the citizens. Late deliveries of goods to the Bose market because of the airspace being a no-fly zone. Servicing the sewer facilities. Selecting a congratulatory gift for Her Majesty of the Queen. Harm incurred by monsters on the new Ansel path. When will all this paperwork finally end? Hello. Oh, are you back already? You look pretty busy, so would it be better if we came back at a later time? No, you're fine. So you found out something from General Morgan, right? I'd like to hear about it. We learned he's a jerk. Good work. I feel like I have a much clearer picture of the situation now. First, there was a hijacking and by the Sky Bandits, and now a ransom demand. The situation is more serious than I had originally anticipated. If the General hadn't found out we were bracers, I think we could have learned more, but... No, it's alright. I'm just glad to know that it wasn't a crash. With this information, I'd be able to take effective countermeasures with the city. Now I need to think of a way to inform the citizens of Bose and deal with the families of the passengers. I imagine that'll be quite difficult task, considering that you're already as busy as you are. Well, that's just the duty of a mayor, and since the identity of the criminals is now known, may I ask that you continue your investigation of the incident? Of course, that was our plan to begin with. We've already had a run-in with these Sky Bandits before, and I'll wager the honor of the guild that this is one group we cannot simply leave up to the Royal Army. Yeah, that's for sure. There's Dad to find, and then we need to deal with these Sky Bandits once and for all. Huh? What's with the look, Joshua? I was just thinking, and no matter which way I look at things, I just can't believe it. What can't you believe? That Dad could have been beaten from a bunch of Sky Bandits. Basing my judgment on the ability of the group that appeared in Roland. I'm in agreement with you there. Cassius could have easily dealt with a group of that caliber. Come on, Joshua, you too, sure? You're giving him way more credit than he deserves. He's pretty good, I'll give you that, but I think he would be a bit of a stretch to take on an entire group. Do you mind if I ask you something? Are you trying to tell me that your father was aboard that airliner? Oh, didn't I mention that earlier? I am embarrassed to say it. But yeah, he was. Not to mention, he's a bracer too. His name's Cassius Bright. Did you just say Cassius Bright? Yeah, why? Do you know my dad or something? I've never met him in person, but I've heard a great deal about him. I'm sorry, I just don't know what to say. But we might be able to use this to get some information from the army. Excuse me, Mayor? I'm very sorry, and I can empathize with what you must be going through. If there's anything I can do to help you clear up this incident, then I am at your disposal. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. I wonder what's up with the mayor. As soon as we mentioned Dad's name, she got all surprised. You're right, but I guess I can imagine where she's coming from. The mayor and the general have known one another for a long time, after all. Well, let's not worry about that right now. We've given the mayor a brief rundown of everything, so let's head to the guild. I'm sure Logren is waiting for a report from us. Right. Hello, sir. Oh, it's you kids. So, did you find out anything about the incident? You bet. Valuable information at that. The Sky Bandits and the Kapua family. You're right, that is valuable information. It looks like we'll be able to decide on a policy for the Bracer Guild related to this. However, I'm surprised to hear that General Morgan is an even bigger Bracer hater than I had originally thought. Yeah, I was really surprised myself. In Roland, the job of a Bracer is pretty much respected by everyone, so to encounter someone that hates Bracers that much... Don't worry about it, General Morgan is an exception. Under normal circumstances, the Royal Army and the Guild maintain a pretty good cooperative relationship. However, it looks like this time you're going to have to deal with a lot more than you bargained for. Well then, I guess we'll have to try and make steady efforts while maintaining a low profile. But it looks like these recent burglaries are also the work of the Sky Bandits, right? Yes, taking into account the incident in Roland, it's pretty clear who's behind these. We call them burglaries is one thing though, because most of the stuff that's been stolen hasn't been all that valuable. I would have never thought that they would go as far as to commit a heinous crime like hijacking the Lynn. You mention it, that is rather odd. The burglary that happened in Rillet was also mild in comparison. Yeah, and to hijack an airliner, and then to turn around and demand a ransom for the royal family. The risks there are greater than any potential reward. In light of that, we should probably do a little more on the investigative side of ourselves. Okay. Oh, let's see. Now that we've reported to the guild and the mayor, we need to think about what to do next. Just searching around blindly for the airliner sky bandits probably won't amount to anything, right? If it had, then the army would have found them a long time ago. What's the matter with you two? Estelle, you've matured. If it had been the same as you... If it had been the same you as before, you probably would have said something like, let's just comb the entire region. I never thought I'd see the day when those words would come out of your mouth either. Our heart's too full of emotions for words. So what are you two trying to say? You can be so rude sometimes, I hope you know. We were complimenting you, Estelle, seriously. Unfortunately, unlike Roland, the Bose region is certainly much faster. I'm really hoping for a clue right about now. A clue, huh? Oh right, wasn't that Niall and Dorothy we saw in front of the mayor's place earlier? He seemed pretty starved for a story, but I wonder if he knows anything else. It's true, he arrived in Bose a little before we did, so I think it may be worth talking to him. I wonder where they went. I know where Niall is. Dorothy disappeared, though. I guess so they're still shopping, huh? Well... I am gonna have to wind down early today. I have to wind down early today. I still have a lot of homework to do. Next week, I should be able to go the usual time frame. Yeah, I will be more free next week, and then on, it should be good to go. We finally met Olivier, though. He's seriously like, oh, I love him so much. He's fucking hilarious. I fucking love him. Anyways. Yeah, so... I realized that I forgot to do this. There we go. Thank you everyone for coming today. Thanks to any new followers and chatting with me. I'm glad more people know about this story. We were chatting a bit about it. If you haven't yet, join the Discord. I post a bunch of art projects there and talk a bunch about other stuff. Video will be uploaded on Monday, as usual. If you wanted to catch up, the first one is already up on my YouTube. And, yeah, look forward to more next week, and I'll go a full amount next week. With the it's just about to get juicy. Fucking Olivier. I love him. Okay, enough of my blabbering. Thank you again, everyone, for coming out. I hope you have a good weekend, and a good week. And, yeah. Bye, everyone!